Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the video, and today let's talk about the 5 ways that AI cheats in Bannerlord. Let's get right into it. First way that AI cheats is when it comes to troop recruitment. Now what I mean by troop recruitment, whenever the AI recruits troops, they have an extra slot, whether it's in a town or a village, when it comes to the troops that are available to them. Now what do I mean by this? For example, if I was to recruit from this guy right over here, as you can see the first 3 slots are open, but the 4th one is locked. And it states I need 10 reputation with him, which I only have 1 right now. Once I get 10 reputation, this unlocks as well, and all the way to the end, if I get all the way to 40, his whole row will unlock for me. Now, if the AI, for example, had only 1 relationship with this same guy, this slot would also be open. They just get 1 extra slot that opens up for them so they can replenish their troops. The devs have done this because the AI, a lot of the times, they make kind of poor decisions and they need to regroup with their troops. They need to get some good troops and some bad troops, and all the way at the ends you see there are they're much better troops, very high level tiers of troops, which help the AI kind of crawl back whenever they lose a lot and need a replenishment. Second way the AI cheats is when it comes to troop upgrades. Now what do I mean by troop upgrades? I mean whenever troops require a mount to upgrade. So normally when a troop upgrades, let's say for example from an infantry unit to a stronger infantry unit, all you have to do is just, pay whatever it costs. As you can see, it costs 25 gold, boom, he's upgraded. But some specific troops, like this one right over here, the Khazate Nomad, if we go to his troop tree, you can see he can either turn into a stronger infantryman or a horse archer. For him to become a horse archer, well, he needs a mount to obviously ride because, there's no horse. Now for the player, you need a mount, not a pack animal, not a mule, a sumpter horse, a camel. You need an actual mount. All the other horses that usually cost a lot more than the pack animals. But the AI does not require a mount. All they require is the cost, which is, for this one right over here in specific, only 15 gold for them. And the reason why they don't require mounts is because the devs stated that they wanted to stabilize the horse numbers across the map and make it so horses aren't super scarce and super expensive for the player, because the player, if you go throughout your whole playthrough, will require many horses, pack animals, and all those in between to complete whatever they want to complete in their campaign. Third way the AI cheats is they receive a small amount of XP for all of their troops daily. So there is a perk that you as the player can get. It is a leadership perk you get at level 25 very early in the game, and you have a choice between 2 experience per day to all troops in your party versus 4 experience per day for tier 1 and tier 2 troops. But the AI permanently has combat tips enabled, pretty much. It's not +2. The devs have never stated what the amount is, but they have stated that they do have a small boost so they can actually build a substantial army with a good variety of pretty much troop tiers, so they're not all just a huge army of recruits. That was a huge problem in early access, but the devs have changed it and have given them a small XP boost daily. Fourth way that the AI cheats is how they respawn. So what do I mean by this? Whenever you, the player, get captured, imprisoned somewhere, or if you lose a battle but you manage to escape just by yourself, you are just there by yourself. If you get let go of, let's say, your shackles, you will just leave by yourself. You will not have any companions with you if they were with you before. You won't have any troops. You will not get any bonuses. You are just one man or woman. Now, the AI, on the other hand, they do spawn with several troops because, again, the AI makes some very poor decisions, some very poor attacks, and sometimes their pathing isn't great. So the devs have decided to give them about 10 to 15 troops as soon as they spawn. I'm guessing 15 is for higher tier lords and higher clan tier lords, and 10 is for the lower clan tier lords. But this is just so they can get a little boost at their starts, and it's a thing that's been a little bit of a problem for a lot of players to comprehend. But if it was not there, sometimes the lords would just permanently be in jail and always getting caught out and always being defeated, which is not great for gameplay. Now, fifth and last way that the AI cheat is by a feature that they only are a part of that the player is currently not a part of. Okay, and what do I mean by this? It is called the Kingdom Budget feature, and this is to help poor clans in any kingdom. So how does this work exactly, right? So the devs explain it this way. If a clan leader's money goes below 30k, they will get help from the Kingdom Budget. It's pretty much a surplus of extra money that every single kingdom has that the AI can take from. However, this budget can easily be depleted if several clans get to use it for 1 to 2 years, the devs have stated. Kingdom Budget is created by payment from rich clans in the same kingdom. So if a clan is very, very rich in a kingdom, they will pay a percentage of their income on a daily tick to the budget, and then the poorer clans, let's say if they have below 30k, they will start taking from that budget to pretty much equalize and make it so, you know, a kingdom doesn't have ultra rich clans and very, very poor clans, pretty much to even everyone out, put everyone on the same playing field. And then the devs stated currently player is not getting help from this feature, or player is not paying the kingdom budgets. Now, why is this? Well, here's how it works. So whenever the AI clan has over 100,000 in their pretty much, let's call it the bank account, or you know, if we go down over here, as you can see, I currently have 39,000 right over here. If I had 100,000 and I was an AI, every single dollar after that, or every single dinar after that 100k, 1% of it would go to the kingdom budget of the excess. So, you know, if you go back below 100k, you don't actually have to pay into the budget at all. But for example, if the AI had 1 million dinars, they would be paying 9k daily, which is pretty extensive. And if the player was added to that, and usually the player is kind of the richest in most kingdoms, because you know, you as a human being make better choices than the AI does. The devs have stated if they were to add players to the system, they would have to adjust that 1% to a much lower percent, which would make it also, it would be hard for the player to actually exist in the system and enjoy actually joining a kingdom instead of making their own, because they would always have to be paying unless they want to stay below 30k and just, you know, keep purchasing stuff. But then again, you really can't do it that way because players require a lot of income to do various things. Like, for example, to turn your companions into clans, to recruit other clans, to make peace. That requires a lot of dinars. And if you stay below 30k, just so you don't have to actually pay anything, and so you can receive the kingdom budgets, well, it won't be worth it. So again, the AI, if the AI has more than 100,000, they pay into the kingdom budgets with 1% of the excess money. And if they go below 100k, they don't have to pay anything. So between 30k and 100k, you don't pay anything and you don't receive anything. But below 30k, the AI will receive until they get back to that 30k. And above 100k, the AI will pay 1% into that kingdom budget. But the player will never see that feature. And when the devs have made this post, it's been quite a bit. It's been in early access, and nothing has really changed. So it doesn't look like the player is ever going to join this kingdom budget feature. Also, the devs have stated that usually clan leaders have less than 100k, so they do not pay the kingdom budget much shares. So if a clan has a lot of fiefs in a kingdom, its clan leader's money can go up to 100k. Now, the devs have stated a very effective way to economically fracture a kingdom is to do a lot of raids. Because if you do a lot of raids, there won't be enough rich clans to pay into the kingdom budgets, so all the poor clans have no money to actually take out of the kingdom budgets. And that will pretty much make every clan in that specific kingdom poorer. So if you want to do some economic damage, you want to hit them in their kingdom budgets. Now, before the video ends, here are the screenshots of what the devs have said about these AI cheats. so you know exactly where I got it from, and you can verify the validity. Alrighty, y'all have a good one, and thank you so much for all the constant support.